Can you buy a stock that you do not believe in? What got me thinking about that this week is my trade in IDEX, Ideanomics. For those of you new to the show, every single week I do a video where I do a live trade using a maximum of $100. And this week's trade was a huge winner in Ideanomics. But I've also done some detailed fundamental analysis in the company. And that video is on the YouTube channel as well. And to be honest, I do not have a lot of confidence in the long-term strength of this company. I don't think they're a scam. I don't disbelieve in them. However, I just don't think that this is really going to be a very long-term successful company. And it got me thinking, can you buy a stock that you do not have any belief in? And I guess that brings to the question of trying to figure out what is the difference between a trade and an investment. Because from this week, I had no problem whatsoever making the trade in Ideanomics, even though I do not have belief in the company. Now that might change. That might be different if I had some kind of moral objection to what the company was doing. If the company, in my opinion, was doing something immoral, unethical, something that I just couldn't believe in. There's a reason I don't wear Nike shoes even to this day, but that's not for this discussion. I would have a hard time even making a trade in a company that went against my core beliefs, something that I felt was immoral. But that's not the situation here. It's not the situation we're talking about. What we're talking about is, what do you do when and if you simply do not believe in the company? Can you still make a trade? And I think it boils down to understanding what the difference is between a trade and an investment. I don't think there's any problem at all, and I don't think it should hinder you in your trading of a stock if you have unbelief in it. Because a trade is a very short-term investment. It actually requires very little to no faith in the underlying company. Whatever indicators you're using, MACD, RSI, doesn't really seem to matter. If you've got a buy signal, you can buy it. You can sell it a minute later, an hour later, a day later, a week later, a month later. Successful trade. And there are millions of traders throughout the country and throughout the world who do just that. They will trade a stock. They're trading symbols. They're trading letters on a screen. They know little to nothing about the company. Probably couldn't even tell you what the company name is. And that doesn't stop them from being a successful trader. Now, an investment, on the other hand, may be a little bit harder to do. It may be a little bit harder to invest in a company if you do not believe in the company. If you are filled with unbelief in a company, a trade may be possible, but an investment, that may be hard, if not impossible. And let me tell you why. An investment is a trade inside a company, a buying of a stock of a company that you're going to hold for the long term, months, years, decades. And we know that price does not move in a straight line. Price goes up, price goes down, price goes up, price goes down, price goes up, price goes down, price goes sideways, price goes down. Price moves. And if your plan is to have a long-term hold, a long-term investment in a company, when those downturns come, and they will come, they always do. When those downturns come, and your P&L on that investment turns negative, that is the time when you must have a core belief, a core faith in the company. If you don't have that, you will sell your stock, making it impossible to be a long-term investment. I continually buy on a regular basis and have a long-term investment in Starbucks. Why? Because every single, well, I love the coffee, but every single time I go to Starbucks, there's a line. And people are willing to wait 40 minutes to spend $8, $9 for a coffee. I have belief in this company. And as long as I go to Starbucks and I see those lines, and I see the smile on people's faces as they walk up and down Main Street and holding their Starbucks coffee with the logo out, until I don't see that, I will hold my Starbucks stock. I will own it because I have belief in the company. The price of the stock means nothing to me. I almost rarely even look at the stock price. That is the difference between an investment and a trade. So can you buy a stock that you do not believe in? My answer to that question is yes, if it's for a trade. I would caution you, and I would say that it would be almost impossible to be profitable on a long-term investment in a company if you don't have that belief.